Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to another video. So I'm currently in and around Oxford Street at the moment. It's just over there, and it has taken me about 20 minutes to find a place to shoot this little intro because there is so much construction work going on that there is a constant drilling going on everywhere. So hopefully this video will be good enough to go out. I won't find out until I get home. But yeah, it's a bit of an overcast day, and overcast days could be a bit sort of like soul destroying in a way because there's no shadow, no light, no sunlight. It's all very bland. But I thought, let's go out and try and shoot some street photography. And I want to tell you the reason why. Just because it's overcast doesn't mean you shouldn't go out and shoot like I once thought. Grab yourself a coffee and let's get to it. Work going on everywhere. You would have thought that a city that's almost like over 2,000 years, we would have finished it by now, but there is drilling or manual work or something going on all over the shop. So finding places where I can do to camera bits are becoming quite tricky. I'm gonna have to snip down some sort of like back alleys. But like I said in the little intro about it being overcast, now even probably less than a year ago, I would have looked out my window today and gone, do you know what? Leave it. Because before, when I used to come out in days like this, I would go out, I'll try to take some photographs, and they were just so dull. Like there was no sort of like depth or personality to them. Now, yeah, I was a very immature photographer at the time, didn't quite know much about anything really, if I'm honest. But over the last 2 or 3 years or so, especially in the last year, I have learned how to sort of make the elements work for me. Now, instead of seeing a very, very horrible day, I'm now seeing an opportunity, because what the cloud cover actually does is that it paints a very sort of even light across the streets. Yeah, having the sort of harsh light and the sunlight and the shadows, it makes for a little bit of sort of like mood and makes your photographs look a little bit more dramatic. But with a day like today, you should really still pick up your camera and go out and start shooting, because you get this wonderful even sort of light that sort of like spreads across the entire sort of like area pretty much. So that's sort of my advice to you really. So even if it isn't the best conditions, make the best of the conditions that you have. So that being said, I'm going to head back down to the busy streets of Oxford Street and Bond Street and get some more little candid shots. Right, so I might have to make this quite a short one because yeah, Oxford Street is hella busy, but like I said, like there is literally work going on everywhere I go, so I can't actually find a half decent place to sort of sit back and have a proper chat with you. But I suppose the one thing I'm trying to get out of this particular video itself is, just because you feel that conditions aren't necessarily good, try to make the best out of the worst type of situation. And I've repeated that already once in this video, but there's always something out there. Like I'm quite happy with definitely about 4 or 5 photographs that I've taken in this particular video. But definitely that one where the 2 people on the bench and that lady's jacket matched the boarding out the back, and it's, you know, things like that, and having that sort of like eye to look out for things like that. Like that's what can make sort of street photography worthwhile on days like this. Yeah, you know, you're not going to get the shadows, you're not going to get the contrast in light or anything like that. But like I said, a cloudy day like this, but you can definitely, it gives you like a flat surface of light, so you don't need to worry about the ISO too much because the light's not going to constantly change. So that is something that you can bring the positive out of a potentially negative day. But guys, I'm going to leave that now. That's me done and dusted. Plus, I have sort of ran out of day to be able to go and do the school run. But if you have liked this video and if you have found it interesting, please hit the like button just down here. It does help out the channel. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing because every little helps. But until next time, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.